Traders, let's talk about the airliners in this video because we have these stocks back on the ground. They were flying on June 4th and 5th on a 2-day short squeeze where American Airlines hit that 200-day moving average right around $22.50. And here we are, $13 a share. Volatility's coming out of these names, and it seems like the coronavirus fears are back, at least in Florida they are, I'll tell you that much. But where do they go? When can we look to get long? When can we look to possibly get out as well? So here at American Airliners, I'm still looking for that $12 level to build a base. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because the past about 4 days or so, we finally started that consolidation pattern, meaning we're starting to compress, and volatility, if we look down below, is actually starting to die down. That's actually a healthy thing. And the 200-day moving average is starting to go from a downward slope to neutral. So what I want to see here is American Airlines really start to bottom. Now give it that 12 to we'll say $13.50 range. I would say 14, but that might be a false breakout yet. So look for a base. This can last up to a couple weeks of sideways momentum. And during this, volume should also start to die down as we start to see that. You see how volume increased on the way up? And as we consolidate, we should have volume start to level off, meaning volume should start to go down or ease up. The same with volatility. That way, that consolidation pattern acts like a spring. And once that spring gets coiled up, eventually it's going to, boom, break either to the upside, hopefully if coronavirus fears start to ease away, or if we have another wave across the world, that spring's going to break down. But here's the good part. If we start breaking down, I think our downside's limited to around $8 a share. Heck, $8 to $10 a share, thanks to the Fed now stepping in, being so aggressive, providing liquidity. And if we swing up or break to the upside here in the airliners, you can start putting these breakout levels around previous highs. So about $17 a share right here. We can actually add an alert right here. And the other previous high right around, what is that, 1840 or so, 1844 we'll call it. Right there, and therefore, where can we look for a price target? You know it, that 200-day moving average at 21.5 a share. That will be the profit target area. Another thing to look at before you just start buying the airliners and some of these beat down stocks here, look at Boeing. Okay, now Boeing, I will admit, Boeing is a volatile name out there. You know, Boeing just yesterday caught a huge move to the upside, but today it's down 6+%. So you really can't chase these names. If you really want to own them, buy on blood, buy on red days. Now Boeing, in my opinion, is going to be the leader. Now Boeing, if we look at the overall weight of the Dow, Boeing's contributing about 7 points to the Dow for every $1 move in Boeing. And another thing with Boeing is it's very largely held in the institutional portfolio book. So if Boeing starts getting that bullish momentum to the upside, you'll start having other airliners, JetBlue, AAL, UAL, Delta, they'll start to follow. And you could also look at SPR, another name right there. So Boeing here, we do have a trend line, not perfect, I will admit here, but we do have a trend line that Boeing, therefore, to break to the upside, it needs the same thing as UAL. It needs volume on the breakout, so we should start seeing volatility ease up and maybe a spring pattern, consolidation pattern around 180 a share. And then just look for Boeing to take out previous highs, so that's about 208. And then this is the major level right here. What is this, 234? If Boeing can take out 234, where do we see Boeing going? Not only do we have the 200-day moving average here at 268, but guess what we have right around 268 too? We have prior price action. See how we consolidated here? And stocks tend to go back where there's prior price action, where there's prior price volume. So that could be anywhere from about 265-ish all the way up for if you want to get really bullish, all the way up to about 305, 306 up in here. Again, we do have the coronavirus being the main factor in these transportation stocks and these airliners. So you have to be on top of it. But do not chase breakouts. These stocks are going to be up days, down days. And if you really want to start building a position, look at these levels. And more importantly, your entries don't have to be perfect, but the profit-taking levels, be disciplined out there. And that will help you out trading the airliners instead of just guessing or hoping they go back up. You never want to do that. Like, subscribe. Lance Polito here. Have a great day.